Hi there. I'm going to talk to you about the number one problem or the problem that I think, if solved for, drives the maximum benefit in terms of people practices. Attrition is a killer for organizations. Every time an employee leaves the organization, there is a period of time where they're disengaged, then the period of time where they're on their notice period and officially disengaged. And then, of course, there is the time when you're out hunting for their replacement. And if, God forbid, you're not able to find the person in time, then there is a temporary handover, and then there is a permanent handover, and then there is a ramp up time to get the new employee into the role, contributing back to full productivity. So, there's a reason they say when an employee exits the organization, it can cost anywhere from 6 to 9 months of impact. Can you imagine that? That's the impact of attrition on a one employee basis. Now let's compound that. If your attrition is 15% of the organization, 30%, 50%, the, the challenge and the pressure it puts on all facets of the business is just mind boggling. You're constantly hiring into a leaking funnel where you're saying, I'm going to help people hire while I'm backfilling a role. Other roles are getting created where I just have to backfill more. So, if your organization has an attrition problem, I would say you have to drop, while doing everything else, you have to drop and make this your number one priority. Let's look at how do we solve attrition, right? A lot of times, organizations look at solving the attrition problem after an employee joins the organization. So they look at onboarding, people practices, culture, new management developer development, leadership development, so on and so forth. But I see very few organizations take a step back and say, I'm going to tackle attrition as a function of my hiring funnel. I'm going to tackle and nip and I'm going to get people with the right culture fit, with the right interest to build their careers in my organization so that I can solve the attrition problem. So, my big key takeaway from my analysis this week, attrition is a ginormous problem for an organization, whether it's 5%, 15%, or God forbid, 50% or more. And solving this problem makes a significant impact in terms of your top line. A lot of people look at just hiring and talent management as two separate areas. I would encourage you to look at it together, especially because of the impact of attrition on an organization. Would love to hear what you're doing today in terms of solving the attrition problem. And if you've looked at it as a function of the hiring source, do let me know. Till the next time, see you. Bye bye.